Hi guys, it's Friday and I am doing my Q&A. I do have little Tiny. Say hi.
Hi.
So, we're in bed resting, so we're going to get on with the questions. If I don't answer your question in the right way, just reword it or, yeah. Do you ever feel an emotional disconnect from this pregnancy due to complications? Yes and no. It's really hard to, but yes, yeah. And I guess I will do a video about that, a separate one, because this would end up being a long video. Have you explained any of the losses to your children? No, we just kind of, I don't want to say ignored it, but we stopped talking about baby in mommy's belly and things like that. So, we didn't have to talk about it. And second part of the question, will we ever, and at what point? Probably when she gets older, I will talk to her about it, because she kind of needs to know, because some of it could be genetic, and it kind of helped me prepare for the fact that we might not be able to have kids. It helped me prepare, knowing my mom's history before even we got married. What do you consider to be the right moment to announce a pregnancy if there's no way... no way if your baby could, your belly could give it away. It's all up to you and your partner. I know I've had friends that the second they take the pregnancy test that they tell everybody. I know people that are like me with my first pregnancy and don't tell anybody until you're 24 weeks pregnant. It all depends on what works for you and your partner. And kind of how you feel about it. Our first miscarriage, we told everybody, and when I say first miscarriage, because I know somebody asked about, because she was supposed to be a twin, that pregnancy, it's hard to consider that a miscarriage because I didn't lose the whole pregnancy. I technically only lost half of it.
You must take my boob off.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost her twin. We still laugh that it would have been interesting to have two of them and see how different their personalities would be. My husband said it's probably because this little one was a little, feisty little one. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, so. Our first miscarriage, I asked for people to just pray for us at the beginning of the roller coaster. And then after that, we said, we won't tell anybody until we have two good heartbeat ultrasounds. And then, of course, we never got to that. And it was just thinking about it, and it was just, my husband and I both decided that we need to just decide it at the beginning of that pregnancy. about how he felt and, go by that instead of having this set rule. So really, whatever works for you. Haven't they prescribed you those nutritional shakes? Tried them with her, made me throw up. Right now, my high-risk doctor is talking with a couple of his other patients that have issues because I can't, if it's got like protein in it, like the muscle milks, ugh, I can't do them. They make me want to throw up, and actually with her, I did throw up. So he was talking to one of that she uses it in her, she makes pudding with it, and she does like a pistachio or butterscotch where there's already a really like flavor. So he's working on it for us. Where do you work? I work for a school system, and yeah, that's about as much as I'm going to say. So I work in the school system. And I work in the school system for the town that I live in, which bugs me because that means I'm paying my own, paying myself to work. So I would just pay myself to stay home. What is the plan for the new baby in terms of the rooms and the paint? We're going to decide that once we know what we're having. How do you entertain yourself while stuck in bed? I'm going to do a whole video, actually, my Thursday video, because I'm going to just take some clips of what we do in bed. One of the things we do is snuggle with mommy time, which I like. And then I had one on Facebook. If you could have any job in the world, what would it be? If you asked me 10 years ago, it would have been to be a teacher. Now, it would be just to be a stay-at-home mom. I love being mommy. It's the best job in the world. And not to mention, I think being a working mom because, some people go, oh, being a stay-at-home mom is a really hard job. Yes and no. Your boss, if it's, let's say, your husband, there is still that compassionate side. Being a working mom, you have to go to work. You have to please that person, and the boss isn't somebody that you love. Your co-workers or your customers, they're not easily, you can't always please them, and, your customers when you're a stay-at-home mom are your kids, and, well, we all know sometimes you can't please them, but at least they're cute. And also, what job can you, put your customer in timeout? Yeah. So, yeah, I would love to just be a stay-at-home mom. If you could have a holiday anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? To be honest with you, my grandfather, who fought in World War II, the one that I absolutely adore and miss him so much, he, of course, being in World War II, he got to see quite a bit of Europe. He put his feet in the Nile. I know he went to Australia. I know he was in India. Can you stop closing that? Thank you, Sweet Pea. So with that being said, he went to every state in the continental United States. And he said there's things here that were so beautiful, and that, no offense to my subscribers that do live in France, because remember, he was French. He said, everyone flocks to see that Eiffel Tower, but he said there's things here in the United States that are more beautiful than that because they symbolize different things. And I have to admit, I saw, when we went from Connecticut to Oklahoma, and we drove, and we, my brother and I got to see quite a bit of the United States when we went that way, because we went from Connecticut through Amish country, stayed at the Caboose Motel, which that's, I'm going to get into that at some point. We went to, there used to be a SeaWorld in Ohio. From Ohio, we went down, went to Hannibal, Missouri, and then we did, it was after the Tom Sawyer days, and then we went from there to, Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was neat. We saw like a whole bunch of different things in Tulsa. We went to the Roy Rogers Museum. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. It's been so long since we went there. We went and did that. Got to see some really neat things. Actually, if you've seen the movie Oklahoma, the scene where they're at the train station, that was right up the road from where my aunt lived. Well, she still lives there, but it was just up the road, so it was really neat to go see that. And we saw an outdoor play, which here in New England, that you don't see a lot of those. So we got to see that, and it was Oklahoma, which was really awesome, because we got, my mom was really good about having us see all those, and seeing the movie before we went. We also, on our way down, we were listening to Tom Sawyer, so we kind of would understand what we were about to see. We'll go to the town, and it was awesome. So to get back to the question, I guess I would want to see more of the West Coast, because I haven't, the farthest I went was Tulsa, Oklahoma. Actually, no, I lied. Oklahoma City. It's the farthest we went. And so I guess I'd want to see some more of the things that way. But I guess if I had to pick one place, I would say Hawaii. I would love to see Pearl Harbor. Yes, I do like history, so I would want to see Pearl Harbor and just see the beautiful islands. So, and favorite movie, okay, I'll tell you this. Anybody that tells you that you cannot wear out a CD is full of crud. You can wear out VHSs. My dad burnt, well, I won't say burnt, but he made me, I think I had 1, 2, 3, and the original, yeah. I had 4 copies of this movie. I wore out 3 VHS tapes. Okay? I do know the whole movie by heart. I can play it in my head whenever I feel like it. I know it that well. And actually, I think it's supposed to be coming back out in theaters this September, which I was going to play hooky from work, but now I don't have to. I'll be out on maternity leave. The Little Mermaid. I love it. I've loved it since I was 3 years old. It was the first movie I ever saw in theaters. And I actually saw it when I was 3 years old, before my mom had her hysterectomy. So it is my favorite movie. That's why I have a obsession with crabs. I love crabs. They are so cute, and I cannot eat them because it's, to me, I consider it barbaric. But yes, I love crabs. They are just so cute. Yeah. But yes, that is my favorite movie. It still is. I love it. I love it. I have not seen the Broadway show. I eventually will. So, thank you for the questions. And if you have any more, put them below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye.